Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. Make sure you tune in. I'm going live as usual on Sunday. I do the Sunday sermon. I go live on Sundays. Make sure you're there. But I need to put my 2 cents in on this drizzle, and I want to break it down from somebody that has been on the inside of this. Nothing against anyone, but the truth need to be heard in terms of this. And y'all know I don't be trying to throw nobody under the bus in particular. Like, I just go on viewpoints. I just go, this is the All Subjects channel. So, as y'all can see, one of my favorite content creators, I will be reacting to his video. He put it all together so nicely for me, man. And I appreciate it. And I hope he doesn't, as one of them ones that doesn't like for people to use his content and react to his content. See, what I'm doing, I'm going to talk about this drizzle, but I'm going to react to his video. That's how I'm going to do it. We're going to be skipping through some parts, and we may have a part 2. But let's begin. And this was very interesting. See, like I tell y'all, I get credit where credit is due. And the business, Jason Black, I think he's the #1 content creator at explaining his talking points. Like, he's like, I think, modestly, I think I'm pretty good. But he, like, in terms of explaining your topic and explaining your talking point, this is one of the best right here, y'all. Check out his channel. Fair use.
Hello, everyone. Drizzle is taking off. And quite frankly, I am all in favor of it. Before we get started to that, let's go ahead and do a brief recap of exactly where and how this started. In reality, it's kind of started with this young lady right here.
Broke men always think you want their money. What money? Sprinkle. Broke men always...
I mean, let's be honest. She's not bad looking. She's not. But let's also be honest and say collectively, like some of her viewers have attacked me at times. Like, they've attacked me at times because of things I said. I don't know how they find your videos. I think they just be watching YouTube. But some of her viewers have came after me at different points. And I've had battles with her viewers at times, Cynthia G viewers at times, so on and so forth. But let's look at this key point. Black women are the least married. And a guy that's looking for somebody to be with forever, black women aged 50 to 59 have the highest divorce rate out of any age group amongst black women, and out of any age group amongst women, period. So here's what happens on average. You stay with them. They start out strong. Then a lot of them start tapering off, because I know a lot of guys saying the same thing. Now you ain't having sex. You arguing more, this, that, and the other. You get towards your retirement years, and now they want to divorce you and cause you to start all over again. Who wants that? Who wants that? Come in the comments and tell me if that's what you want. So you can't be fooled by this look. She got the little exotic little eyelash look. You can't be fooled by that, man. You got to pay close attention to everything. Not only black women. We ain't going to single them out. But women in general, their actions, make them take a lie detector test. Put them through your personalized obstacle course. Okay, you want me to marry you? You want me to do this, that? Let's see. Now, DRIZZLE took her, this is Sheba 7, it took her philosophy, which is sprinkle, get them, deal with them for what you can get. Don't get with no guy that don't provide for you 100%. All this different stuff. She don't believe in partnership, women helping out. She believe in women getting pedestalized and catered to. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to get to it. You know what? I'm going to save that thought that I was just finna say because we're going to come right to it, y'all.
Please think you want their money. What money? Sprinkle.
Now, maybe this is where she, I'm just going to call her, got this from. What money? What you mean? Okay, what money? Okay, so any woman that's saying what money, it should be a slam dunk. It should be a slam dunk once you put them papers on it. So they say what money, and then they dig for money afterwards. What money? Now you in court, you in court, you in court, you in court, court, you in court, you in court, you in court, court. That's why they hate this DRIZZLE. Let's get into what it is.
All right, so we kind of started with this lady here. And of course, because it's anti-male, misandrist, exploitative, abusive, male abusive and exploitative,
yes.
Naturally.
So when we as men, watch this. This how they done got away with this so long. When we as men start calling them out, it's always some punk dude that think he's spiritual, or some punk dude, whatever, atheist, whatever, that comes out and defends them. That's how they able to get away with this stuff. When we get on them as a whole, men don't stick together like they should. They got away with this stuff because they stuck together. Now, they've been taking hits. They swole up, y'all. Somebody need to stop the fight. They got cuts. They're bleeding profusely because of the passport bros. Now this DRIZZLE, the red pill, manosphere in general. And they cut, man, is all these simps and these wannabe dudes who think that they all of our spiritual guides on here. You ain't no, listen, man, if you against this right here, you, listen, everybody that will see this. Any dude, right? Any content creator that's against this, do not listen to them. Do not, man. It's a money grab. They try, see, it's a lot of spiritual pimping going on. And all of it ain't just in the church. Now it's a movement or movements where people trying to say, hey, man, forget the church, man. Listen to us. No, not if you're against this. Think about any content creator, large or small, that you see that's against this. This is satire. You know, satire is the dissecting of philosophy with the truth about the philosophy. That's what satire is. It's been going on for probably thousands of years. When you have satire, you got to let it play out. You don't try to come in defending the person who is getting hit by it.
In the internet era, it caught on to a certain extent. But then something strange happened on the way to the misandrist picnic. Some individuals picked up on this, and they actually, whether they realize it or not, they actually zeroed in on a very powerful, really.
If I'm gonna listen to somebody, I'm gonna listen to dude right here. These two. I'm gonna listen to them. Cause see, you can quote the scripture all you want, but if you are advocating for something or someone or any particular group that needs to be properly put in their place, I can't listen to you. Look at what it said at the top. New social media trend tells men to enter their soft guy era. Being a provider in 2024 is a scam. We're going to get into that. I'm going to show y'all some of the troubles that you run into. And you, while you running into them troubles, you being insulted. I'm telling you, y'all don't know how this works, man. See, some of these dudes, well, let's just keep going. One TikToker said, "You're my woman and you can't put up 50% of the bills. You're broke and lazy." Now here's what I suggest. Here's what I suggest. If they go 50-50, you better make sure they understand that you still a man. Because Jason Black gonna make some points that I've been saying, man. Like, it's not just about, a relationship ain't just about how the bills get paid. It's other stuff that's getting done and had to take place too. So people want to make it all about how the bills get paid. And it's not. And I don't care if she is 50-50. I don't care if she is 50-50. It's other stuff. If some jump off, where's she going to be at? Screaming. That's where she going to be at.
Don't remember your civics. Throughout history, the way in which you have dealt with unfair governments, unfair social systems.
He going to explain satire.
Is sometimes there's armed rebellion, but usually the fighting against it begins with satire that is mocking the established power.
Exactly. Satire is an intelligent form of trolling, y'all. It's trolling with a purpose.
And that is where these guys come in. They didn't get mad. They got creative.
Right.
Or you just simply hate the soft guy era. If you don't know what the soft guy era is, or you just simply hate the soft guy era, this video is for you. Shout out to my fellow Mark Pollard for dropping a slideshow on Instagram explaining what this is. So if you didn't know, me and my brother Goody started the soft guy era a few weeks ago, and it's going viral. We have been
and it should
on the internet, and so have the rest of y'all. We love this.
It should go viral because guys be seeking these chicks. It's almost like you in a hurdles race, right? And they tell you, well, if you don't let two of the hurdles hit you in the nuts, hit you in the balls, you disqualified. That's what it's similar to. It's like you in a race and you know what you're doing. You know how to run the race. But yet it's something in the race that's going to harm you, that's going to hurt you. And they found that something and they breaking it down. And like I say, with the Passport Brothers, because think about it, I know, I can tell you firsthand, these chicks, they'll turn you down for no reason. And you'll be like, man, I wonder who she got with. And then you'll see them with a pookie that they got to take care of. See? Like, a lot of them don't usually turn down guys because they're a good woman, then they got a good man. They turn down guys because it's like they rejection hypes. If you don't know what a hype is, in Milwaukee, we call a drug addict a hype. So they like rejection hypes, like they going around hoping that they can get a quick hit of turning somebody down. And then they turn around. Some of them girls is complaining about being single. It's like they turn dudes down all day long that they could have got to know. And one of them might have been good for them.
Support, keep dropping y'all videos. Let's keep making them mad. So now we're going into detail on what this is. The idea. Men in the soft guy era want to find high-value women.
So you hear what he said. Keep dropping them videos. Let's keep making them mad. He's showing you this is satire. Now, guys don't come out and say, well, I'm against providing. Because that's not the premise. The premise is I'm against providing in ways that don't work. I'm against providing in ways that don't make things better. That's what this whole thing is. It's like you catering to entitlement.
Can take care of them in ridiculous ways. Yes, we do. They want us to have money. I want my woman to have money as well. It's only right. Drizzle. The soft guy era is a response to the soft girl era of 2023. It mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. It twists.
All right, let me go ahead and show you an example of what he was talking about there. This is another video from the young lady. I don't know how young she actually is. I do know I see a lot of filters.
I think she's 45,
I'm not
46.
mocking anybody. I'm just saying, by the way, I think that's relevant. Here's another video from her.
Broke men always think you want their money. What money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Broke man. I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table.
Watch this.
Question. Why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them? Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden.
Okay, now did you...
Wait, before I get back to Jason Black, y'all see that, right? So it's all right for them not to have a job. And they say, well, you should be providing for the both of us. And they say, when a relationship fails because of money, they say, well, I'm going to get me a rich man next time. Like many have come out, including some women, have come out and said, everybody don't even qualify for hypergamy. It just depends on the person with the resources, whether you the one they want or not. So if you skinny and they want a woman with a big booty, you not gonna qualify. Or if you fat and they want a woman that's skinny, you not gonna qualify. If they don't like black women, you not gonna qualify. If they don't like Latinos, you're not gonna qualify. Asians, not gonna qualify. It just depends on whoever has the resources and what they decide to do. Women have been trying to use social media. I told y'all, man, I was talking to somebody at the barbershop. I said, if I go on Instagram and see somebody with 100,000 or more followers that looking good, trying to look seductive and stuff, scroll. Because she going right overseas to the Middle East. She getting her doo-doo over her whole body, so you can't lick her, buddy. You talking about, girl, I want to lick you up and down, trying to be H-Town. Yeah, you're going to be licking previous spots of dookie. That's what you're going to be licking. So, according to her logic, when a guy is broke or doesn't have a job, it's all right for them to insult him and criticize him and reject him. But it's not all right to do the same to them. That's why the soft guy era is going viral. That's why. So, in other words, they're better than us, and we should be glad to have them, even though people ain't getting married like that no more. They're only getting married in the church. And like I say, the church and SIPs are the only leg they got to stand up. That's it. That's it. Once these church guys start listening to our content, though, it's over for you. Once these SIPs start coming in, it's over for you. See, we having a masculine revival. We having a revival of masculinity going on. And masculinity says, I'm the pride. I'm the one to be desired. So let's go
Pick
back.
up on that. this is what I mean by to try to educate the younger fellas, a lot of you older fellas. This is
older people need it too.
This is abuse, what she's doing right here. She's trying to teach and groom other females into mentally and emotionally abusing men. That if a man...
Yeah, and again, he's right. She's trying to groom them and abuse men. But when we say these things, when we say, like, if I say, I don't want no skinny stick, it's body shaming. Just like if I say, I don't want no pudgy marshmallow woman from Ghostbusters. Remember the marshmallow man? Oh, you body shaming. See, they can call, look, this how it's been. They can call you fat, you can't call them fat. They can call you broke, you can't call them broke. That's how it's been. But lately the table's been turned. So now they want to get the FBI. I done heard them on there. It's the FBI. Listen, man, the FBI need to focus on crimes. That's what they need to focus on. Not philosophies that are helping people. So now it's you get arrested for not having thoughts like one trapped in the Matrix? Come on now, man.
Has standards and there's something that he wants. Well, him saying what he wants, well, that makes me feel inadequate. And that the response is, well, here, see if you can make him feel inadequate by telling him that you just walking is the equivalent of him achieving something. What?
Yeah, it's like, and again, guys, man, do your thing for you. Do your thing for you. When I sit and think about all the stuff that I want to accomplish, it ain't to draw the attention of these women. Because if I can't get their attention now, F them. F them, because if they try to come, once all the materials, all of that is on deck, they gonna get schooled. They gonna get drilled. In probably more ways than one.
I want you to hear this sickness one more time.
I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question.
I see what she's teaching people. Don't bring nothing to the table.
Why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them?
It isn't men that make you feel inadequate if you don't have a job. It's the world that makes you feel inadequate if you don't have a job because you're inadequate.
Facts.
Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about broke?
And then what? Then what? Okay, let me ask you something. Shira 7 and all of your followers. So, if your vag stank, and there's some dudes like that, but let's say a dude approaches you, they don't like that. So if your vag stank and your attitude stank, and the way in particular your attitude towards men, she teaching them, I bring nothing to the table, right? Yeah, you do. You bringing a stanky attitude and a stanky vag. That's what you bringing to the table. You bringing a high body count to the table. See, everybody brings something to the table. That's just not true. You bringing a high body count to the table. You bringing a stanky vag. You might be bringing a STD. Makeup can't cover up no STD. And sometimes I'm not an advocate for putting your hands on women, but y'all gotta understand there be other stuff in play sometimes. Like let me give you a scenario. Let's say you have a guy that he fell for everything she was saying. Well, I only got a body count of 2. That's their favorite number, y'all. 2 or 0. And I just never really been like slutty like that. And this. Then he say, all right, man, she clean, man. I'm going in raw. and he catch Chirpies or Syphilis or something else, and he ain't never had it, you never know what, especially if he be like, you gave me such and such. I ain't mess with nobody, did it? She be like, I ain't, and she get to talking slick. And she one of them entitled women. Okay, I'm finna punch him. And I'm a woman, so he shouldn't hit me back. She done gave him Chirpies, and then she tried to punch. Y'all don't know what be going on with this stuff, man.
Men always think you want their money.
A lot of these women.
I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question. Why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them? Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel...
Let me show you how this works, man. Let me show you how this works. Not just me, but other people. Okay, you take the traditional route. You paying all the bills. They just cook, clean, do stuff around the house, this, right? With most women, it's going to decline through the years. You going to find yourself paying the bills, but also doing that other stuff more and more for whatever reasons. Ah, this is wrong, that's wrong, blah, blah, blah. That's how it works. And y'all dudes need to start coming in these comments. Stop getting punked by your ex-wives and your wives. Y'all need to come in these comments. Because some people, they like the comments. And y'all need to tell them the truth in the comments. I wash my own clothes. Most of the time I cook or buy myself food. And I ain't had sex in 3 years, y'all. You see what I'm talking about? So, she was 7. All she could do is deflect. But the thing about trying to deflect a bunch of blows and shots is some of them gonna get you. She's done. Only thing, she gonna be like Derek Jackson, like the female version. Your fan base is all you got. It's probably not gonna grow. The only time her fan base might grow is when you get more disgruntled women coming in.
Incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden. I'm gonna be reading.
So that's what the young man was saying when he said responding to women making ridiculous.
Okay, so here it is right here. He explaining. Response to the soft girl era of 2023 and mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. It twists a mnemonic device from YouTube. He put her real name on there. Leticia Padua, Sprinkle. And it's a subversion of alpha male content.
All these videos, they're mocking these videos of women making ridiculous demands. Nowhere in there did she say a word about the quality of the woman.
And they don't. They don't. That's the most important part. Like, for instance, if you trying to tell somebody about this stuff and they not listening, just let them find out the hard way. Let them find out the hard way and show them tough love. Be like, when I was trying to tell you, you wasn't listening.
Nowhere in there. It's
because you want to side with these chicks. You don't want to believe that they're capable of such things.
Because you don't have a job, which should also already be a red flag. She's a single female and she doesn't have a job and she feels inadequate. What do you expect from a man? Well, I don't need it.
First of all, y'all dudes, man, take it. I'm telling you, man, listen to him. Listen. Unless you just want to be broke and struggle through your adult life. Because see, this how it be. If you are the only one paying all the bills and you not making enough to do it, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, no matter how you try to spend your money, it'll be a slow leak. It's either going to be a fast leak, like, like a tire running over some spikes, or it's going to be a slow leak. But if you're not making enough money, it's going to be a leak. And it's going to be, well, you made such and such. Man, when you start spending money, the money goes away. The way you keep money in is by making money. Like, see, if you making a lot of money and you even watch how you spend a little bit, you're going to see your money grow. If you're not making a lot of money, even if you watch your spending, you probably not going to see your money grow. Now, you can if you stick to a savings plan. But a lot of times, like even now, y'all done heard me talk about not getting car notes. Those of y'all that have been watching. But what happens when you can't find somebody to fix the cars you have? And when I look back, I done went through that phase 2 or 3 times, maybe even more. Don't want a car note, say, okay, I got this car. You take it to the shop, they either trying to charge you too much. Like I took it to the shop. He told me $1,500, right? I got to do it to fix it for less than $2. Now, after that, I'm like, cool, I got my mechanic now. What y'all think he did? No call, no shows, make me not want to deal with him. And that was a couple of them. Like, okay, let me try this dude. The first dude, he was good. But I'm like, wait a minute. I went to the dude I'm telling you fixed it for $200. Because the first dude, I'm like, what the hell you gonna charge me that much? Now I don't even be wanting to call him because I don't even know how much he gonna try to say. That's the type of stuff you deal with when you are paying all the bills. It's like a lot of anxiety because, again, if you like I would tell you one way you could make it work. If you can find a way, and it's going to be hard in 2024 because the cost of everything going up. But you can find a way to get some cheap rent in a decent place where they ain't going to be trying to break in every time you go to work. Then you might get somewhere. Because back in 2014, 2013, 2012, 11, or 12, 13, 14, my rent was like, well, how much was my rent? It was cheap, y'all. It wasn't even $800. So, but even then, at times I was behind. I was working a lot of overtime though. So, it wasn't a problem until the overtime dried up, stuff like that. Just think about it. You getting paid bi-weekly. You getting paid bi-weekly. And you get behind on your bills. You incurring costs every day. Like you spending money every day. Gas, food. So people say, job this, job that. Man, you getting paid bi-weekly. You better be making $3,000, $4,000. Then you'll be fine. As long as you keep everything else under control. But how many people is actually making that much? Not many.
Good job. You need to do something for me without a word of saying why she qualifies for it. Didn't say what the woman needs to do other than, okay, well, that's what you want. And that's when
We're the qualifiers. None of them qualify. We had to qualify them. That's what I'm saying. If you go back to what I said, like most women don't qualify for hypergamy because they have to find somebody that qualifies them. And if where you are, whether online, whatever, the people that you interact with are disqualifying you, then you gonna be yet another single woman.
There, it becomes a ridiculous expectation. What are you giving the man that is equivalent to him earning enough money to take care of you and himself comfortably? What?
And yeah, what is it? What is it? Because truth be told, even though it ain't right, y'all. Again, you go by the Bible, you go by the church. That's their defense. Because if it's sex, a guy could go on the corner in some neighborhoods and pay 40, 100, 200 and be done with it. No arguing, nobody trying to tell you what to do, this, and get sex. So sex definitely don't qualify. What about cleaning the house? You can get a house cleaning service. I done worked for them in the past to come out for 100 something, 200 something, 300 something a month, a couple times a week. Your house gonna be spotless. But when you start having kids and stuff like that, your house ain't gonna be spotless. That's gonna be the excuse. So you can get a cleaning company to clean your house. So how is cooking and cleaning and sex worth that much? That's why this era is going viral, y'all. This soft guy era, this drizzle. The things they do is not worth millions of dollars. But they get millions because the system is on their side. And even Fox News is talking about this now, because Fox News is the TradCon. He gonna talk about that. That's the traditional values channel. So they taking a hit too with all of this.
What are you giving him that is of that magnitude? She doesn't say it.
He said the same thing.
It isn't there. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Of 2023, it mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous
Birds, alpha male content, which is really some of the, as I told you all before, whether they know they're doing it or not, it's actually a rather ingenious thing they put together here, because this has been used in politics and social movements for 1,000 years.
Here's the kicker, and this is what they...
Okay, now, look at this. Here's his 4 points. Women say they want equality, but then some demand the most unequal situation for men. I know this to be true because I've experienced it. Insight. If men acted like this, they'd be laughed out of the room. One thing, this is how you know it's satire. There's not one time did he say, I'm not providing. He just said, it's a scam. Why is it a scam? What are scams? And I came out and I talked about it. How in 2024, marriage is a scam. In 1950, not so much. In 2024, oh yeah. Advantage. Men believe they bring a lot to the table. Maybe they are now the table. Strategy. Show how outrageous it is when men demand to be provided for in the name of equality. See, yeah, they say, I don't need no man. But yet they take you to court and take your guns, half of whatever you make. I thought you didn't need a man. That's why I do not deal with any divorced women. The only way you deal with them is if you can find out that she didn't juice the last guy. Because if she juiced him, you a fool for dealing with it. This is me breaking down the meme, not sharing any personal belief. See? Satire, y'all. But it's a purpose behind it.
You don't like it. The 4 points. Women say they want equality, But then some demand the most unequal situations from men. And this includes men paying all the bills, but the woman is making money as well, but she doesn't want to come out of pocket because she's a woman, right? Doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound equal.
Or they refuse to make money. Here's what guys are dealing with. They didn't care about making money until they knew you was done with it. Now they care. If you would have did that back there, what is this? Now they want to, dude, y'all know, because guys done came on my channel and told, all of a sudden, they workout queens. All of a sudden, they work queens. All of a sudden, they entrepreneur queens. Where was all of this? I'll tell you where it was. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's where it was.
Okay, now let me go ahead and explain where the fallacy here is in that regard. So the idea that men need to make the money here and the woman doesn't have to provide the money. Okay, that's part of it. But the issue isn't that she doesn't believe she has to provide the money. It is that she doesn't believe she has to provide anything.
Exactly.
That's the issue. The issue is not that she doesn't bring us.
So they'll say, well, I'm going to stay at home and I'm going to let you smash and I'm going to cook, I'm going to clean, this and that. And then over time, now it's a no. Now it's, why I always picking up behind you? Now it's, wash your own clothes. Now it's this. Which shows all of that was them, the phase of womanhood, them going through whatever phase. I said, okay, I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready to get married. And then 10 years and then, oh, he cute. He cute. I want to do this. I'm going to do this. That. I ain't going to tell my husband, though. Because he cute, now your husband, everything he been doing for you, you don't care about none of that. Well, I haven't gotten attention in a while. Now they talking to guys at work, talking to guys online. And now he's the worst person, even though everything he did originally, you vouched, you advocated, and you complimented him for it. Now he's boring. Now his sex is this. This was definitely, it was time, man. It was time for this.
Much money is you. The issue is that a man is bringing $1 million worth of productivity, $1 million worth of protection and provision, and they're being...
Yeah, and that's the part people fail to realize. If a chick get a guy like me, let's say, and this guy's like me out there, I ain't scared of nothing or nobody, so you got a warrior on deck. Who can, man, celebrities pay hundreds of thousands for this type of protection, y'all. Yet, for some women not to even appreciate it, they say they done with you, but you think you could, because they think, see, when they get to disrespecting you, they think every dude is tougher than you because they're deluded by their disrespect. When none of the dudes they may deal with may not even be half as tough as you. But that's what they want to believe. See, that's why dudes be getting knocked out by exes. That's why, right there. It happens a lot, y'all. Right there. That's why.
Met with females who are saying, well, I brought you my weight loss journey.
Man, who give...
I don't mean to beat up on Miss Shara 7. I'm not saying this or doing this to be mean. What I am saying, though, is I couldn't help but know.
Now, you see, this is what I'm talking about, hypergamy. It's a no for Jason Black. See? So, in other words, Jason Black sees Shira 7. Jason Black, he got money, y'all. He's not faking. Like, you can look him up. But he's saying no to this. So that's one no. See what I'm talking about?
This is the profile picture that she has on her YouTube page. And I'm simply asking a simple question. A man who makes $500,000 a year, this is the
a lot of money
he can expect to get?
A dude that make $500,000, he can provide easily. As long as he stay within, it's going to be much easier to live within your means with 60 or 500,000 than it would be with 50,000. Trust me when I tell you. But they are vying for these men, which is what, 9% of the population. Then they want them to be tall. Some of these dudes be short kings. So now short guys got to be more skeptical, because if she like tall dudes, you shouldn't even get with her. You need to get with the ones that it don't matter how tall you are. And hopefully they telling the truth.
When the median male income is around $54,000 a year, so this man is supposed to sit up here and do 10 times the median. He is supposed to far and away outperform the median by 10 times.
For them.
But is he getting a female who is 10 times what the median female is?
Good point. And that's where, right there, that's what people talking about. Coach Greg talked about it. Other people don't talk about it. I've seen several people talking about how you have to be qualified for hypergamy. You can't qualify yourself for it. You have to be qualified. You could try to talk to celebrity women all day. They not going for you. They not going for you. Or celebrity men.
Lie. That's the issue. The issue isn't that you sprinkle and say you want this or that. The issue is, by the way, are you worth that? Show me where you are worth that. I got $500,000 of productivity in one hand. You brought me $500,000 worth of what?
There it is, y'all. I really don't have to say nothing. I get copyrighted, but I really don't have to say nothing.
$500,000 at the buffet isn't gonna get it. I'm not beating up on her. I'm not taking shots at her. I'm not trying to demean her. I'm saying let's keep it real. If she wants to have that expectation, sure. But isn't part of that a fair deal? He hands you...
And that's not the problem. The problem ain't expectation. The problem is when you, because of your expectation, you start putting other dudes down, that if they put you down, it's wrong. But when you put them down, ain't nothing wrong with it. That's the thing. That's the whole premise. Drizzle, drizzle, y'all. Drizzle, drizzle. Do I need to start talking like Snoop Dogg? Drizzle, drizzle, my nizzle. Do I need to start talking like Snoop Dogg? Drizzle, drizzle for shizzle. This is why. They can put down dudes all day. He too short. He too dark. He got a bald spot. He this, he that. He broke. But the minute you do it to them, you fat. You ugly. You ain't got nothing going for yourself. You a hoe. Your body count too high. Oh, he just, that's little. I'ma say it. That's little dick energy. It's little dick energy when it's you. Okay, so let's talk about beat up, washed up vag energy. That's washed up vag energy. You done gave it away for free so many times. Now you want to put a price tag on it. You want to put a price tag on salvage goods now. If it's little dick energy, excuse my language, Then it's washed up vag energy. WVE. We're going to start talking about that. It's MBE, mental baggage energy. See, we're going to go from drizzle, y'all, to washed up energy, mental baggage energy. We're going to keep this satire going.
Something that's worth $500,000. You want exceptional. He hands you something exceptional. You hand him something that is universally recognized as exceptional. If you're not doing that, then this is a bad deal. So it's not so, it's in part about women wanting men to pay for things and they don't pay for anything. Yeah, but if you really want to take it to the next level, it's that the men are expected to bring extra.
If you go out on the third or fourth date, she need to be paying for that third or fourth date. Let me tell you, man, I've been through this whole trying to pay for everything. Get your money first if you're going to do that. But no, is she even worth that? You got to ask yourself these questions. Get your money first and be in position in life to do it. But ask yourself, is she even worth it? If she's talking to any other dudes in any way, touching them any way, or girls, now you got to add girls, she's not worth it. If she's texting guys, acting like she liked them, she's not worth your money, man. Keep your money. Dudes is taking care of wives, just having emotional affairs and physical affairs behind their back. And they listening to them talk all this jazz, talking fat mouthing. She fat mouthing you, but she ain't no good. Because the way the Most High set it up, women are supposed to stick to one man, but men don't have to stick to one woman. That's Bible. Take it up with God. You can stick to one woman, but you don't have to. Anybody just telling you you have to, they lying to you. You need to read the Bible a little closer. You need to read the Bible a little closer. Some guys done got more sex from themselves. Then they get in the church. Now you can't. They telling you jagging is a sin. You ain't getting no action. But yet you got to take care of this, take care of that. You got to cut the grass. You got to do this. You got to do that. And then you ain't getting no action from your broad. You getting played. But when you was jagging and messing with multiple women, you was getting action. A lot of dudes get more action from themselves. They say married guy, I ain't doing no OnlyFans. But they say married guys is the main ones that watch porn and OnlyFans. And why is that? Why is that? Can they blame them? No, they can blame themselves for getting punked. You getting punked. She telling you, I ain't giving you no sex, but keep doing what you doing. Keep paying these bills, keep protecting me, keep doing this. Gotta stop letting these chicks play.
Ordinary levels of benefits, and they are being,
okay.
Women are being.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Let's go to something real quick.
The most unequal situations from men, and this includes men paying all the bills, but the woman is making money as well, but she doesn't want to come out of pocket because she's a woman.
Wait, hold on. Let me see something. I'm trying to see where. Yeah, here it is. This is what I'm looking for, y'all. This is what I'm looking for. We might have to do a part 2. Okay, so I want y'all to hear what he said right here. This is a very important point where he's still putting nails in the coffin to the sprinkle philosophy.
No, that's old fashioned. These women got money. These women are working, so they need to contribute. We want a helpmate. If you don't know what...
Now, there's another video here. This is from the other guy.
Wait, hold on. I think I might have missed some of it. Let's see.
Be downstairs. You gonna check on it? There's not a single female willing to do that because you understand.
Wait, hold on. Y'all got to hear this point from Jason Black.
Pocket because because she's a woman, right? Doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound equal to me. Now we're going to go down to insight. If men acted like this, they'd be laughed out the room. See, now when women are hearing these things, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. No way. You want a mom. You want a parent. You want a man. No, we just want what you guys want from us in return. Now on to the advantage. Men believe they bring a lot to the table, so maybe they are now the table. See, a lot of men don't realize they are the table. If a man is paying all the bills, sir, you are the table. You're providing for a woman and your children. You are the table. But a lot of...
Okay, once again here, this is where there's a slight fallacy, so go ahead and open up your ears, especially for those of you who have been tuning into this kind of stuff here before and didn't get all the information. It's time to update your files.
Join me, and I will complete your training.
Fellas, I want you to understand something here. You bring something to the table that is invaluable if you are a built man. That simply does not mean financially, because you can be a man who makes $1 million a year. If you are a man who makes $1 million a year and you are a coward who will not defend your family, or you are a weakling who cannot physically defend your family, then congratulations, you're a professional alpha, a financial alpha, but you're socially incompetent, emotionally incompetent, and physically incompetent. Therefore, you cannot be a true alpha.
He just dropped, he could have dropped the mic. Now, I'll add to that. Now, I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. But you can't take a person an alpha, they're alpha. It's just some guys are underdeveloped alpha. Some guys, like you got alpha characteristics, you got alpha characteristics. Now, I get what he's saying. He's a professional alpha, but he's not a social alpha. He's not a physical alpha. You know, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. The thing is, I'm going to show you something. A lot of jobs going to keep, it's going to sterilize your alphahood. Jobs is going to make it hard for you to be an alpha. They're not going to pay you enough in most cases for you to be an alpha. And the fact that you can lose them at the drop of a dime, that's going to affect that alphahood as well. So what he's saying is if you don't have the physical capability, like you can not know how to fight, but if you know how to shoot guns on point, you still can protect your family and be that alpha. He's saying that if you're a coward or a weakling, even if you're a millionaire, like you ain't hitting all the points of being an alpha. You know, money is one of the least characteristics of an alpha, but it still matters though. It still matters though. Because I'm going to tell you, working a job or being married is going to sterilize your alphahood. The only way it ain't is if you got a unicorn, you got a highly cooperative, faithful, loyal wife, then you could carry on in your alphahood. But most of these women, they do not like alphas, man. Don't believe that. They'll tell you that in the beginning, but then they'll spend their whole time knowing you trying to poke and prod away and peel away the alpha mentality from you.
So just understand that an alpha has to have the 4 dimensions that I've been talking about here now for years. Financial, mental, emotional, financial, mental, social, and physical.
I would rank them. I agree with them, but I would rank them. I would say it's physical, social is first, then physical, then mental, then financial. You can't say somebody ain't an alpha because of finances. You can say it though, because the alpha is your interactions with other people. What make you an alpha? So you gotta rank those. So I agree with him on most points, but you gotta rank those, because if you got the social, the physical, and the mental down, but yet you live in a racist city, so they stopping you, they not giving you opportunities like that. Or like Milwaukee, you got a lot of black people that don't refuse to deal with other blacks in business. So if you black, they might not buy anything you have. Not because it's bad, it's because that's what they do. And it's a lot of people like that. It's some that be like, yeah, I'm going to go for it. But you don't get over the top sometimes because you got too many people in like a city like Milwaukee that say, man, I ain't buying nothing from them niggas. And some of them, that's their exact words. So what we going to do is we going to come back and we going to do a part 2. I ain't going to probably cover the whole 3 hours, but we got an hour worth of content out of 13 minutes. So we're going to have to come back again, y'all. Stay tuned.